Very good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the topic heat. And in today's class, we are discussing about transfer of heat. There are three methods of heat transfer. One is conduction, convection and radiation. In today's class, we'll discuss this conduction, and in the next classes we'll discuss about convection and radiation. There is an activity for this. So take a metal rod and fix nails or pins using a wax along with its length at the different intervals. Okay, different intervals means different places. You need to give some space. So heat one end of the rod and observe. So you'll notice that as the rod gets heat or hot, the wax will melt and the nails start falling off. The nail which is very closest to the flame will fall off first, and while the nail which is far from the flame falls off the last. So this shows that the heat is being transferred from one end of the rod that is being heated to the other end of the rod. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಹೀಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ heat is transferred from one end of the rod that is being heated to the other end. Okay, so this is called as conduction. This transfer of heat from the hotter end of an object to the colder end of an object, it is called as conduction. Okay, this process of heat transfer from the hotter end of an object to the colder end, it is called as conduction. The conduction of heat takes place without the actual displacement of atoms or particles, right? So you didn't find any flame particles that has moved here. Alva, illinda illige yadu move agilla. But so when the heat transfer to this metal, so from here to here the heat transfer, that's why these nails or pins fall off. So conduction of heat also takes place when two bodies at different temperature are brought in contact. Alva, so here we have two different temperature bodies. Means here it is a cooler end and here it is a hot. So from here to here the heat is transferred. Conduction of heat also takes place when two bodies at different temperature are brought together in contact. So in this case, heat is transferred from hotter object to the colder object. So let us see one more activity. Students, for this activity I have taken some examples like some materials like scissor, spoon, so piece of wooden and a plastic spoon. Okay, since I can't show you the boiling water, I have taken hot water. Now I am putting this spoon, plastic spoon, metal spoon, a piece of wood and a scissor into this hot water. Okay, we'll leave this for 5 minutes. So here the heat will transfer from water to this metals. Okay students, now time is over. Let us observe the results. So here, so when I touch this metal spoon, I feel it is hot, and this spoon is not hot, and this piece of wood is also not hot so much, and wow, it's too hot. So some of the objects like a metallic spoon and a scissor feel hot to touch, whereas this wooden and a plastic spoon, so this is not so hot, it is like normal only. Okay, so I'm not feeling any hot from these objects, spoon and wood. But when you touch this metal, the metal spoon and a scissor, I feel it's very hot. So by this we can conclude that some objects, usually metals, transfer heat from one end to the other, right? So from the water to here, from the water to till here, the heat is transferred. So they are referred to as conductors. These metallic spoon and scissors are considered as a conductors because they are conducting the heat. And some of the objects do not transfer heat from one end to the other end. They are referred to as insulators. Insulators, we can use this plastic spoon and wooden piece. Okay, since I am not feeling hot when I touched it, so they are called as insulators. So now I can call it as a insulators. Okay, now you know the difference between conductors and insulators. If they conduct heat, they are called as conductors. If they do not conduct heat, means they are called as insulators. Next is conductors and insulators. So observe the cooking vessels used in the kitchen. The cooking vessels are generally made up of metals, right? So they get very hot when heated. The heat that is from the vessels, it is transferred to the food, which helps it to cook. Yake ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, so these metals will transfer the heat, or it conduct the heat, or it will transfer the heat from one end to the other end. So when the heat is transferred from vessel to the food, which helps in the cooking. Conductors means some metals or some substances that conduct heat are called as conductors. If any metal or a substance, if it conducts heat, that is nothing but conductors. Friends, you know that some metal vessels are generally provided with wooden handles, right? The wooden handles do not get hot when the vessel is heated. Idu bega heat agodilla. So this shows that wood does not conduct heat. So in the previous activity also, we know that wood does not conduct heat. So such substances that do not conduct heat are called as insulators. So some of the substances that do not conduct heat, they are called as insulators because they are poor conductor of heat. So air and water are also poor conductors of heat. We use these both conductors and insulators in our everyday life. So bricks, mud and concrete all are insulators. So we are used this in the building houses. So vehicles carrying inflammable materials are covered with insulating materials like asbestos. So asbestos na covered ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So next one is wool. Wool is warm in winter as the pores in the wool trap the air, which is a bad conductor of heat, so keeps us warm. You know that you have already studied in the chapter fiber to fabric. So this is about the conduction and conductors and insulators. I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you, children.